Hey guys, I've had requests for another gentle yoga class. This doesn't have to be for someone that is a beginner. It can be for anybody. Maybe you do a lot of other physical activities and you need a more gentle class. So this is a great class for that. Also, if your nervous system is a little shot, like you have a teenager in the other room who drives you crazy sometimes, this is a good class for that. Anyways, I hope you enjoy it, and let's get started. You can start to breathe nice and deep in and out through the nose. Trying to fill the belly up on the inhale and deflate the belly on the exhale. Bring your hands together in a prayer position. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. I'll be shadowing you, so I'll be saying the opposite of what you see. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Nice smooth breath. Continuing that movement. Inhaling up, exhaling, everybody twist to the right, left hand onto left knee, right hand behind you. Reach from your right hip out through your right knee. So I don't want that hip to turn back with you. I want it staying forward. Keeping a solid base, inhale, rise, find space in the vertebrae, but also find curve in the lower back. Inhaling, lifting, finding space, exhaling, turning. With each breath, find more space. With each exhale, twist just a little deeper. The neck can move last, or it can stay in a more neutral position, your choice, whatever feels better on your neck. Inhale, hands come back into prayer. Lift up, exhale, twist to the other side. I'm on my fingertips of my hand that's behind me. On the inhale, rise, find space between the vertebrae, even find a curve in the lumbar spine. And exhale, turn. Keeping your left hip moving forward. You can use the leverage of your hand to deepen the twist if you'd like. Try to move even. Sorry, I'm not speaking correctly. Move with the breath, even if it's a micro movement. On the inhale, find space between the vertebrae. On the exhale, twist a little deeper. On your next inhale, come to center. Exhale, remove the blanket. Move it over the side. You might need it for underneath your knees. Coming onto your hands and knees. My mat's doubled up here, but if your mat's not doubled up, this is where you might want to put something under your knees. Look at your hands and spread your hands nice and wide, finding even space between the fingers. Push through all four corners of the palm of the hand, especially the index finger knuckle. Draw the fingertips in. Inhaling, coming into a cow position, chest forward, sitting bones back. And on the exhale, start to curl the tailbone under, head comes down last. Cat pose. Inhale, slowly uncurl the tailbone. Head comes up last. Cow position. Exhale, curl the tailbone under, moving all the way up the spine. Head moves last. Inhale, uncurling the tailbone. Head comes up last. Exhale, curling the tailbone. Head comes down last. Cat position. Inhale, slowly coming into a neutral position. Sipping your knees back for a high push-up position. If you need a little bit more than that, you can have your knees up off the floor. Keep your abs strong, look forward. Exhale, slowly coming down, just bending the elbows. Bring your arms way out in front of you, elbows are up off the floor. Low cobra, push through the hands, pull your chest through your hands, root down through your legs. Nice deep breath here, feeling the length in the spine. There's a nice gentle back bend, but you're also getting space between the vertebrae. Breathing nice and full into that, enjoying it. Hands come beside the chest. Inhale, come back up onto your hands and knees. Bringing the right leg up and possibly the left hand up. If you find that the balance is too difficult with that, just put the left hand back down. So you're either going to go knee coming in and out or arm up, elbow to knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, 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 elbow to knee. Inhale, straighten, hold. Toes are down towards the floor. Nice deep breath here. Looking down at the floor. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Another inhale. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Inhale the right leg up for a lunge. I'm going to spin around. Your feet are hip distance apart, so as you can see, I'm not on a tight rope. Pause and breathe. Settle in your legs. Hug your legs towards each other. Inhale, lift the left arm up, and exhale, fold to the right. Nice deep breaths here. Slow breath. Continuing to lift on the inhale, and exhale, folding to the right. Notice if there's any place on your body that you're tensing up, like your jaw. Especially if you have a teenager in the other room. Deep breath. Another full inhale. Exhale, fold over. Inhale up. Exhale, hands come down on either side of your foot. If it's hard to reach down, put 2 blocks underneath your hands or books or canned soup. Inhale, straighten the leg, Ardha Hanumanasana, and exhale, bend the leg. Inhale, straighten, exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten, exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten, half splits, spread through the toes. Draw the heel down into the floor. It will intensify the stretch. Push the back knee into the floor and draw it forward. So you're kind of almost scissoring your legs shut, although it's isometric, so it's actually not happening. It's just you're pushing into the floor, drawing in, keeping that feeling of drawing in. That actually calms the nervous system because it lets the body know you're here and you're present. So at this point now you can just breathe into that intensity, trying to lessen that intensity. Lengthen the rib cage away from the hips. In Sanskrit, there's no word for tightness. There's a word for blocked energy. So it just means the energy is blocked, and we'll use the breath to unblock it. Take an inhale, and then on your next exhale, step your foot back, coming back onto your hands and knees. This time the left leg comes up, and you can just do the leg part, or you'll add the arm, bringing the right arm up. Take an inhale, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, straighten, 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 hold it. Push down through everything that's on the floor. Turn your whole inner leg up towards the sky, the back leg. The right arm is in line with the head as much as possible. Nice slow breaths. Take an inhale, exhale, right hand comes down onto the floor, left leg comes through into a lunge. Feet are hip distance apart, pause, breathe. Isometrically draw your legs towards each other, just like we just talked about. So you get this kind of drawing in, and then you get this feeling of embodiment. Inhale, right arm comes up, exhale, fold to the left. Nice slow breaths here. Pushing down through the right leg, rising and folding. Notice if there's anywhere that you're unnecessarily tensing, release it. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands come on either side of the front foot. You might need to step that up just a little bit. Put something underneath your knee if you need to. Point the toes, flex the foot. Bend the knee. Draw back to Ardha Hanumanasana, straighten the leg, bend the knee. That's for another class. Straighten the leg, bend the knee, straighten the leg, bend the knee, straighten the leg, hold it, pause, zipper your leg shut, not shut, but that's the action that I want. Pause, breathe, spread your toes, draw your toes back towards your nose. Breathe into that intensity. Chest comes forward. You can close your eyes if you can keep your balance. Otherwise, find your drishti, which is your focus. You're going to find a one-pointed focus somewhere on the mat. Take an inhale, and then on your next exhale, step your leg back. So you're back onto your hands and knees. Two options. One, you're going to step your hands forward. Sitting bones go back for puppy pose. And just breathe here, head in line with the arms. Or you're going to step your hands up a little bit in front of the shoulders. Draw all four corners of the hands into the floor, fingertips into the floor, and come into downward dog. I like to start off in a cow position, getting a little curve in my lower back. Inhale, slowly coming into downward dog. Bending the knees is perfectly fine. If your hamstrings are tight, you'll end up rolling into a cat, and we're trying to be a dog. Push through the sitting bones, lifting up. And if you can straighten your legs without losing that nice line in the back, then do that. Head is in line with the arms. Push to the inside of the hand just a little bit more and externally rotate the upper arm. Slow breath there. Just enjoying each different position that you put your body into. Looking forward and slowly walking to the front of the mat. Relaxing the neck. Push down through the legs. Inhale, roll yourself up. Feet are hip distance apart. Pause, breathe. Another side bend. Left hand can be just hanging down to the side, or you might need kind of the stability of pushing that hand into the hip. Inhale, right arm comes up, and exhale over. Nice deep breath here. Slow inhale. And complete exhale. Keep rooting down through those legs, hugging in. Imagine there's a giant beach ball on the side, inhaling up and exhaling over. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring the arm down. Pause, breathe, feel. So you feel the difference you just made in that side. Right hand can be in the hip, or you can let it slide down the leg. Push down through the legs as you root to rise up and over. Nice deep breath here. Push down through those legs. Slow inhale, complete exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale, let your arms rest for just a moment. Balancing position. As we get older, we lose our balance. Actually, we kind of lose everything. But good news is, if you practice it, you keep it. Push out through the left foot and bring your right foot anywhere on the inside of the leg. You can even just use it as a little kickstand. So I have my toes like a kickstand. Chair, wall, you can hold on to those. Wherever your foot is, just gently push it into the leg and push the leg into the foot. Hands can be in a prayer position. Try to find your drishti. If you're falling down like this, that's great. You're working on your balance. You're still a nice person, I promise. When I first started doing tree pose a long time ago, I won't say how long, I was like all over the place. I used to sprain my ankles a lot too, and I really credit doing tree pose to helping me not sprain my ankles so much. Slow breaths. Find that drishti. Slowly bring the foot down, and we'll switch to the other side. Get rooted. So, bring your attention, your focus into that leg, and then start to put the other foot up. Find that drishti pretty quickly, otherwise you'll be all over the place. Push your leg into your foot into your leg. Hands in prayer position. Try not to let the hip jet out to the side. That's why we push that leg in. Nice, slow, even breaths through the nose as much as possible. Stepping the foot down. If you're standing at the front of the mat, step your left foot back so that you come into a warrior two position. If you're in the middle of the mat, just step into a warrior two position. That is feet heel to arch, right toes facing the short side of the mat, left toes facing the long side of the mat. Hip moves back a little bit, so I want you to feel like a hollowing of the groin. Push through the outside of the left foot so you feel inner lift of this back leg. Bend that front knee and feel an external rotation in the front leg. And then inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, keep rooting down through those legs. It can be quite intense. This is the pose that if you haven't done yoga in a while, you really feel it. You can look straight like I am, or you can look over your hand. Your choice. Nice deep breaths. Slow inhale. Find that pause. Complete exhale. Feeling the strength you're creating in this warrior position. Inhale, straighten the leg. Pause for a moment, soften. Hug the muscles in towards the bones. And slowly slide your hand down your leg for triangle pose. It can be anywhere on the leg. You can also put it on a block. Right hand can be on the outside on the floor if you're pretty flexible. Left hip moves back, just like we did in warrior two position. Right outer hip moves down towards the floor. Keep pushing through the right inner part of the leg, opening up. Nice slow inhale. Complete exhale. Open, open, open. Curling back. Root down through the legs. Pause, breathe. Turn your feet forward so you're in a straddle. Bend the knees. You can stay here and just have your hands kind of like a football huddle. Fingertips turning in, chest goes forward. Or you can bring your hands all the way down to the floor. Blocks are great too. You can even roll up your blanket and put them on that. Knees can be bent or straight. Push down through all four corners of those feet. The toes will turn in just slightly. Relax the neck. Breathe into the back of the legs. Slow inhale. Complete exhale. Keeping the muscles hugging in so that your body knows that you're here and you're aware. Root down through the legs. Inhale, come up. Pause. Turn the left toes out for warrior two on the other side. Feet are heel to arch. Push to the outside of that right foot. Nice deep breath. Right hip goes back. Feel a lift in this inner leg. And you do that by just pushing through that back foot. And even that outside, you'll feel the inner part of the leg lift. Bring the left outer hip down towards the floor. Inhale, arms come up. You can gaze forward, or you can gaze over your middle finger or towards this hand. Deep breath, your choice, wherever you want to be. Slow inhale. Complete exhale. Feeling this amazing strength. You're also feeling probably quite a bit of flexibility happening here. Slow breaths. Pauses after the inhale, pause after the exhale. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, you can bring your arms down for just a moment. Soften for a moment. And hug the muscles in towards the bone. So it's not like you're squeezing the person's head off type of hug. It's a nice soft hug. Like you'd hug your grandmother. Hug in softly and then slide your hand down your leg. Anywhere down on the leg, right hip back, left outer hip externally rotates. Using the leverage of the legs rooting down, open up, curl back. And if you feel like you're curling in a lot and you're kind of like this, slide up your leg so you get more of an opening. Deep breaths. Full inhale. Complete exhale. On your next inhale, root down, rise up, step to the front of the mat. Might take several steps to get there. Inhale, lift the arms up, reach up. Exhale, bow your forward, place your hands down onto the floor, stepping onto your hands and knees into a high push-up position. Take an inhale, exhale, slowly coming down, elbows come back. This time, keep your hands beside your chest. Lift the shoulders up so you feel the head of the shoulders move away from the floor. Turn your inner thighs up, lengthen the tailbone, and pull yourself up into a cobra. It doesn't have to be high up. It can just be really low right here. Nice deep breath, finding an even curve in the spine. Slow inhale. Complete exhale. Another inhale. And then exhale, coming into child's pose. One's a baby, one's a child. If you can't get your hips back towards your heels, it's fine if your hips up. Bring your left hand. If your hips are up, your left hand won't come by the knee. It'll probably be further up here. Otherwise, if you're in child's pose, left hand by the knee, right arm comes over, widen the right ribs out to the side. Slow breath. Relaxing the jaw, the face. And switching to the other side. Slow breath through the nose. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come lying on your back. Bring your arms out to the sides. Lift your knees up so they're right over the hips. Take an inhale. Exhale, knees over to the left. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, knees over to the right. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, knees over to the left. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, knees over to the right. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, knees over to the left. Now watch me. Scoot your butt to the right and then bring your legs back down, and we're going to hold it static for a couple breaths. If it's too intense, put blanket underneath your knees, making the twist less. Also, the shoulder might come up, and you can bring your hand to your ribs if you feel like the shoulder's tweaking too much. Nice deep breaths here. Enjoying this twist. Inhale, bring the legs back up. Exhale, over to the right. Scoot your hips to the left, and then let yourself settle into the twists. Slow, deep breaths. I love twists, so I really enjoy them. Inhale, bring the legs back up. Figure four, bring your right leg over your left. This one you might have to just put your left foot onto a wall, or you might be able to take your right hand through, grabbing your thigh or your shin. Bring your legs, watch my legs, slightly to the left so they're coming towards you. You see that? Root through your back body. You can close your eyes, breathe, widen the right hip away from you. You can play with straight arms, or you can bend your arms, drawing your legs closer in. Releasing that hip. This is an external rotation hip stretch. Releasing that, switching to their side. Left hand comes through, grabbing the shin or the thigh. Flex the foot. I don't know if I said that already, but what that does is it stabilizes the knee a little bit so you can get into the hip. Ooh, this hip is tight. Bring your legs slightly to the right. Widen that left hip away from you. Ooh, breathe into that. And you always have one side that's tighter than the other. If you don't, you're a very blessed person. Something's wrong with you. No, just kidding. Nice slow breaths. Releasing that hip. Releasing that, taking your hands on top of your knees, circling the knees around. And then whenever you're ready, you can come into final relaxation. You can take a blanket if you have any lower back issues and roll it up. Roll it underneath your knees. Resting on your back, palms facing up. Letting your whole entire body relax down into the earth, letting gravity pull you down. You can visualize yourself somewhere that is relaxing to your body, mind, and soul. Maybe outside somewhere. Feeling yourself held by the earth. Taking in that amazing earth energy. Notice if there's any leftover tension, releasing that tension. If you want to stay in Shavasana, you can. Otherwise, you can wiggle your fingers and your toes, going back into the body. Bending the knees, rolling into your side, into a fetal position. Resting in this nurturing position for a couple breaths. Slowly coming up into a seated meditation posture. You can sit up on something so you get a nice lift in the spine. Letting your hand rest on your heart center. And from the inside and on the outside, smile to your heart. Thoughts will come up to come out, and that's okay. We're clearing the subconscious mind so that we can be less reactive and more responsive. And smile to the heart. Smile to the heart. Taking the other hand over that hand. Remembering, feeling, and knowing that it is your birthright to be healthy, happy, and whole, and wishing that for all beings everywhere. Hands into a prayer position in front of the heart, bowing your head to your heart in deep gratitude for everything that has brought you to this very moment. Namaste.